Evening all, Rich here, back for part 3 of this Hikawa Maru tutorial. Today's focus is the first phase of the ship's superstructure. Hopefully we should be able to do about three decks of the superstructure, but we'll see. So we're going to focus on the bottom deck first, and what we're going to do, we're going to go to the back end of the forecastle, which is this bit we built it previously. So go to the centre block of the back of the forecastle, so this is the centre block, and go down to the bottom of that. And from the first block of wood, which is on the centre here, this block here, we're going to count back to the 29th block. So that's one block there, and then we're going to count back to 29. So I'll go back 20, 25, 29 there. So that's 29 there, and we'll put a centre block to mark that point there. So there we are, it's 29 back. And then for the front wall here, we're going to build this 15 wide, so that is 7 each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that way. And then on the inside of that we want to build out 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this block here represents the 5th. So it's 4 really, but count the outside as the 5th. So do the same the other side. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 5th block is there. So there we go, that is the front wall there. And then we're going to build that to 5 high. So 5 high all the way across the front. So I shall start on the front bit, so 2, 3, 4, 5, yep, and just build 5 high all the way across the width of the ship, and all the way out to the over the side as well. So to do the front wall, like so, so build it 5 high, like I was saying, and then out to the side. The next row of 7, build that as well, 5 high, around the back like so, and then the side wall. The row of 4, you're going to increase that to 5 high, but build it out to the side like so, over to the side of the ship. So it does make it 5 long, and then make it 5 high, like I say. So there you go. It should look something like that. So then now the wall goes right over the edge, like so, or onto the edge. So that's one side. I'll quickly copy that to the other side. I won't bother building it freehand. I'll just copy paste it to save a bit of time. So we'll do copy, flip to the right, and then we paste. And there we go, that's both sides done. And that is the front wall, like so. Right, so we're just going to point out where the deck goes. We're not going to add the deck yet, but when the deck is added, you're going to add that 1 block below the top of the white, so the deck will go there. Okay, so you have a 3 block gap underneath and a 1 block gap above, so that's where the deck will go when it's added. Okay, so you don't need to worry just yet. Now for the sides of the ship, we're going to add a line on the side of 120 blocks. That's 120. So that's the first block there, and we're going to add a line of 120, and then you're going to increase that to the same height as the side here. So basically it'll be 4 high on the side. So on a line of 120, which will be fun. So I won't bother counting it. I'll just build it freehand and measure as we go. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. So we want 120. How far is that? That's 103, so a bit further. That is now 118, 119, 120. So there we are. There's 120 there, as it says at the end of the pink sentence. And then you want to increase that to 4 high, or to the height of the front wall. So it's 5 high in total if you count the black block underneath. So just build it to the same height as the front. I'll just quickly do that. So we want set quartz for that. And there we go, there's the side done like that. You do the same the other side as well. I'll do that in a minute. But just do the same on the other side, and it will look fine. So 120 down that side, 4 high. And at the end of the 120, on the deck, on the inside, you're going to want to build inwards 10 towards the centre. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like that. And then forward 3, 1, 2, 3, like that. So now you're curving back inwards again. And then you want to build outwards 6. No, inwards, sorry, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And put a colour block to mark the centre. That should be the centre line. That doesn't look too bad. And then what you want to do now is this deck on the back here, just increase that to 5 high as well. So the same height as the outside walls. So I'll quickly do that. Like so, that's that bit done. And remember, just do the same on the other side, and everything will look fine. I'll do that as well in a moment. Just get this out of the way. Like that, and there you go. There's half of it done. So once you do the other side, it will look fine. So I'll just quickly do that myself. I'll use the world edit for this one, so I'll just put a line. I won't bother counting it, I'll just build a line and then go from there. So roughly about to that point, I think. So just set quartz there. And that's not loaded properly. Oh, there we go. There we are. It just took a bit of time. So anyway, there's the outside edge done. So that's the 120 long bit there. And at the end of that, you want to build inwards 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Forward 3, 1, 2, 3, and inwards 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up to the centre line like so. And then increase the walls to 5 high all the way around. Like so. And there we go. That's the walls increased there. So that's the bottom deck of the superstructure done for the moment. And then what we do, we start to add the deck. So like I was saying, you add the deck one block below the top of the white. So just go down to the front end of that, and you start adding the deck like so. So front end or the back end, doesn't matter which end, as long as you build the deck one block below the white, or below the top of the white, it should all be okay. So there we are, that's that. So what I'll do now, I'll use the fill tool, so I shall stand on this little pillar here and use the fill tool to fill in the deck. So we use fill wood by 300, and that should fill in relatively quickly in theory. Well, there we go. And yeah, there we go, there's the deck filling in, and there we go, that's that little job done. Marvellous. I'm looking at the wrong ship. There's the prototype. I'm just comparing it. I was comparing it to that one over there a second there in my mind, and I sort of realised I'd done it wrong, but it's not. That is the right ship over there. So yeah, there we go. That's the that's that thingy done. Right. So what we're going to do now is scratch my head a second and work out what to do next. Right. So what we're going to do now, go back to the centre of the front wall. Front wall here, centre block here, and on the top there, we're going to add some windows. So on the centre block, we're going to add 3 windows. So we put a window 2 blocks high like that, and then one either side like so. So it's 3 windows like that, and then we'll add our pillars in between there. And then to the side of the windows, you're going to add a 3 block gap, so 3 space of white like that. Do the same the other side, so 3 like that. And then we want 4 windows. So 1 window, 2 window, 3 window, 4 window like that. So it's 4 windows separated by a single block, and then fill in the pillars like so, and then do the same the other side. Add the windows. So 1 window, 2 windows, 3 windows, 4, and then add the pillars like so. And then out to the side, just build a wall. Or actually, what do we want? We want to build the blocks 2 high out to the side, like so, and it should look something like that. And then go in 1 from the end and replace these 2 blocks here with a door. Or is it 3 blocks? Now leave the top one, sorry, and then go down 2 blocks underneath. So you leave the top one in place and remove the 2 below it, and replace that with a door. So we'll get our door and put our door there. There we go, that looks fine. So do the same the other side. So add our wall of 4 blocks like so, 2 blocks high, and then 1 block from the end, 1 block down, replace with a door like so. Marvellous. And then your doors should look something like that. They do look a bit silly at the moment, but we've got to add a staircase to that. So we'll get our stairs again, which I've just thrown away, and what we'll do, we'll build our stairs going down from there down to the deck below, down to the main deck like that. And there you go, there's the that's how it should look. It looks a bit silly, I know, but there you go. So there's the stairs going down, and then you can add the banisters to the side. Do the same, do first on the inside, so 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up. Same on the side, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 like that. And it doesn't make the side look a bit silly, but you know, that's how it's got to go. So I do the same the other side. So I put our stairs and a block, stairs and a block, stairs and a block, and a final set of stairs, and then the banisters from the bottom, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up. The other side, add 1, add 2, add 3, add 4, like that, and there you go, there's your stairs on the bottom like that. There, don't look too bad. Looks a bit silly at times, but you know, screw it. I'm not really one for caring. And there we go. So that's the front wall almost done. So what you want to do now, just add a line of blocks across the top of all the windows. So basically go from the end by the doors, and then just add a line of blocks across the top of the windows, going all the way across to the other side. And you may as well join them up at each section as well. So where the sections cross, just add a line, add a block to connect them like so. So connect them there, out to the side like so. And there you go, there's your front wall done. And then for the sides, now we're going to add some more windows. So the windows, what we're going to add a 2-block gap. So add 2 white blocks like so on the side, and then build that to 2 blocks high. And then we're going to add 3 windows. So that's 1 window, 2 windows, 3 windows like that. And then a 2-block gap. So 2-block space like that, and then just add the pillars between the windows. So then after the 2-block gap, we want 3 windows. So that's 1, 2, 3 like that, and then add a 2. Hang on, I'm trying to work this one out. Add a 2 space plus windows plus pillars in between, and then after that one we want 2 windows. So window and window plus a 2 gap, and then another 2 windows. So window and window like that plus a 2 gap, and then go back and fill in those spaces like so. And then after that 2 gap, I'm just trying to work this one out. It's just really confusing. I've written this one out. Let me just look over the prototype. So it's 3, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. So what we got? 3, 3. Hang on. 3, 3, 2, 3. So what we got? 3, 3, 2, 2. 3, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. So this should be a third window. So apologies again. So this last pair of 2 windows, we replace that with 3 windows. So 3 windows, and then we add, what was it? A 2 gap, wasn't it? Yeah, 2 gap, and then we want 2 windows. So window and window plus a 2 gap and a pillar, and then a 1 window like that. And then after the 1 window, we want 2 gap. There we go. So that's how the window should be laid out. I'll just double check it again. So on the prototype it's 3 windows, 3 windows, 2, 3, 2, 1. On the build, 3, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. 3, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. I think that's fine. Yeah, I think we'll go with that one. Alright, so what we need to do then is along the top of all the windows is build a line across the top connecting to the front end. Apologies for all this. La la la, up to the front like so, and that connects that all up. There we go. So I'll do the same on the other side now, and I'll try and do this without screwing it up. So the front, on the side of the front, we want a 2 gap like so, so 2 white blocks like that, and then we want 3 windows. So 1, 2, 3, and then we add the pillars, and then a 2 space, and then we want 3 windows. 1, 2, 3, plus the spaces in between, and then a 2 gap, and then we want 2 windows, 1 and 2, plus a pillar in between, and then a 2 gap, and then we want 3 windows, 1, 2, 3, plus the spaces in between, and then a 2 gap, and then we want 2 windows, 1 and 2, plus a pillar, and then a 2 gap, and then a 1 window like that, plus a 2 gap, 1, 2 like that. There we go, that's those 2 lined up on the sides. Now what we want to do then is to build a line going from the back end of the windows to the front end like we did before. A line across the top of all the windows, connecting them all up. And then everything, in theory, should fall into place. And there we go, that's that section done there. Marvellous. Right, so there we go, that's the windows all done there. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do a quick jump cut while I work out what to do next. And then we can move on, so back in a moment. Okay, back again. So what we need to do now is to work on the back end of the top deck. So we'll go to the back end of the deck we've already built, and we'll go to the back center block and basically start working on the inside wall. So we'll go to the back end of this wall here, the indentation, and go to the center block, and on the wood count on the count forward on the wood to the 19th block forward. So on the centre wood, count 19 forward. So that's 5, 10, 15, and 19th block, and then we add a colour block to mark the centre. So there we are. So it's 19 blocks forward of the end, and then we're going to build this wall 27 wide, which is 13 either side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 that way, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 that way. So there we are, 27 wide like so, and then the sides we're going to build forward 63. So I build the first block there, and I shall measure as we go along. So we want 63, that's 3 blocks forward in theory. So I just build that freehand and see how I end up when I get to the end. So how far is that? That's 63 exactly. That's brilliant. That's all right. So the end of the 63 we build out 3. So 1, 2, 3 like that, and there you go. There's your inside wall laid out, and it's basically a corridor. And then what we need to do is increase that to 3 high. So build it 3 high like so, and then do the same all the way down the side like so, and I use these set quarters for that, and then up to the centre like so. And then what you need to do is do the same the other side, so the 63 forward. So I shall measure as we go. So that's the first block, and then we want the 63, so I'll just do that. How far is that? That is 62, and then we want 63 like so, and then we build out 3, 1, 2, 3, and then as before build that to 3 high all the way along. So same as before, use welded it to build it up to 3 high like so, and then across the back to the other side like so. There we go. So that's all 3 high now. That's the inside walls. And what you can do as before, you can start adding the doors or windows. So I shall get our doors, which are always needed, and we'll put the usual sort of thing. So put a pair of doors, and then sort of 5 or 6 windows every other block. So how many is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll put 6, and we'll put a pair of doors in, and then doors, windows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 windows, and then a pair of doors, and you get the idea where this goes. So you just want to carry that on all the way around on the inside walls here. So 5 or 6 windows plus a door, 5 or 6 windows plus a door, all the way around to the other side, and it will look fine. I will sort that out later on. I will do it off camera and just fill it in, because it's only at random that I've done it, so you don't need to follow it as gospel. So yeah, so put it all the way around the back wall and up the other side, doors and windows, and everything should be fine. So what we need to do now is to go back to the back wall and the centre of that, and on top of that we want to add 4 wood blocks heading towards the black. So 1 block on the centre like that, plus 3, so 1, 2, 3, so that's 4 in total like that. And then we add a colour block to mark the centre, and then what we need to do then is to build outwards. We need to build out, so it's 35 in total. So what's that? 17 out to the sides. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Like that, 17 out to the side, and then down 2, like that, to connect to the deck, or to the side, and then do the same the other side. 17, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, plus down 2, like so, to connect to the side like that. And then on the side, in front of the pillar we just built, we're going to add another pair of blocks like that to create a second pillar. And then we're going to add 2 windows. Sorry, so we'll add a window, a gap, and then a window like so. So it's 2 windows like that. Then fill in the space in between, and then after the 2 windows we want a 2 gap like so, like that, and it should look something like that. And then from the side, from the end of the wall which goes out from the back wall which goes out to the side, so this point here, what we're going to do then is from this block is build forward a line of blocks across the top of the windows and all the way forward to connect to the front windows on the other on the front end. So build forward from that block all the way along until we connect to the front section we built earlier on. So get this out of the way, all the way along until it connects up like so, and there you go. That's that section there. Creates an indentation and overhang. You can't really see it from this angle, but it is there. If I go over to the prototype, you'll sort of get a better idea. And you can see on the prototype already, you've got that indentation section there. So it's this area here we just built. The inside walls are here. You can see the doors and windows are already in place. And this is the open area, which will add pillars in a minute. So we'll just get the other side done. So you can't see it from here. It's just weird the way it's lit. But there you go. You can see it, sort of see it from that angle. So we'll do the same the other side. Go right to the other side and add a single pillar after that first pillar. So a pillar there. And then a window, gap, window, and then pillar in between, and then a 2-block pillar like so, and then add the line from the back wall all the way forward to create the overhang and open promenade of the deck below. So build this all the way forward and it will eventually connect up. And there we go, so that's that little bit done there. And yeah, it should look something like that. So what we need to do now is to scratch my head and work out what to do next. And then we need to add the deck. Now the deck is going to be the same as before, it's just basically wood. And if you're familiar with how these builds go, you see these inside walls are where the deck sits. So we've already got the first 4 blocks of the wood already in place. As you can see, it sits on top of the inside block. So basically you just want to add the deck inside the area we just built. This would go from the back here all the way forward over the top of all the windows and doors and things like that. So just build that deck all the way forward or back, whichever way you want to work, and that should fill in okay. So I shall use the fill tool to fill that in, and the wood deck should fill in just fine. And there we go. I think that's okay. It's just filling in at the front end there. There we go. So there's the deck all filled in, and there we go. So that's the top deck done, or the boat deck basically, and it goes all the way to the front end like so. Now don't look too bad. Looks alright. So you can see on the inside here we've got the you got a shadow now, which sort of gives you an idea of where the overhang is. Now for the side pillars, what we're going to do now is add the pillars. So get our pillars, and we're going to use end rods for those. You can use anything you want, but I'm using end rods. And then in the space, this open space on the side, what we're going to do is every 4th block is add a pillar. So from the end of the open area, go 1, 2, 3, 4, and add a pillar, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 pillar. 1, 2, 3, 4 pillar. So it's every 4th block all the way along. Just add a pillory thing. As I say, you don't have to use the end rod. The end rods do give off light, so it probably looks good in the dark, but during the daytime it does look a bit odd. But it's up to you what you want to use. The end rods do look okay, but I think with the later versions of Minecraft they're probably better materials for this sort of thing. But there we go. There's all the pillars added, and it don't look too bad. And then one last job, each end of the open area we can get our quartz stairs. Where is the quartz stairs? There we are. Get our quartz stairs. And we just put a quartz stair in the corner at that end there. And we do the same at the other end. There like that. And there we go. That's that section done there. And that is one side done. So now the other side is exactly the same. It's pillars every 4th block. And I shall probably do that quick as I can. So there's first one there. Second one. So it's every 4th block as before, so I should do this as quick as I can. Not doing it very well. And we're getting quite well through this tutorial already. I mean, it's only a small ship, so it's not too bad. It's not as small as a tugboat, obviously, but it does the job. And there we go. There's the pillars added there, and I just add the stair blocks in the corners, one at the back end, and then one at the front end. And there we go, there's that little deck section done there. So what I'm going to do now, I should do another jump cut while I work out what to do next. And then we can move on. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. So what we need to do now is go back to the front wall of the superstructure we're building. So this whole area here. And what we need to do now is add a wall across the front. So basically a wall 1 block high across the whole width of the front. So start from the corners. Or the ends rather, and just add a wall across the front like we did with the previous decks, or slightly like we did with the previous decks. Just a single 1 high block wall for now, all the way out to the side. And then for the side we want 15, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 like that. And then do the same the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 like that. Right, so then we go back to the front again, front centre, and on the front centre we want to add 5 windows. So put 1 window on the centre block, so 1 window there, and then 2 windows either side. So put 1 window there, and 1 window there, and 1 there, and 1 there. So you've got 5 windows like that across the front. I'm going to put the pillars in between and at the ends. Pillar, 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 pillar. Like so. And then the end pillars, each end, we want to make that a 3 pillar. So that's 1 pillar already, and then make it a 3, like so. Same the other side, make it 3 wide, like that. And then after that, we want to add 4 windows. So add 1 window, repair the damage underneath. So 1 window, 2, 3, and then 4. Like so, and then fill in the pillars in between, like so, and then a 3 pillar out to the side, like so, like that, and then do the same the other side. So add our 4 windows, that's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then the pillars in between, and then the 3 pillar at the end, like that, 2 blocks high. So there we go, there's the top line of windows like that. And then on the side, we're going to start building up the front superstructure or front deck house, because if you look on the prototype, I can't really tell from over here, but on the prototype, the front section here is a separate deck house to the rest of the superstructure. It kind of stands like a tower, so we're building that now. So we just built the front wall like so, and then for the sides, we want to build. So what do we want the sides? We want the sides. Yeah, I'm just trying to work this one out a second. Okay, so what we need to do now, before we do that, build a line across the top of all the windows. So connect all the tops of the windows up first across the front, and then we'll go back to the sides. Okay, so just build the line along the top of the windows, like so, all the way out to the side like that. So anyway, there's the front wall done like that with all the windows. And now just bear with me while I read my notes, because I can't remember what the hell I'm doing. So we want to build. Okay, down on the sides. On the side here, we build side 3. So 1, 2, 3 like that, and then build that to 3 high. Like so, 3 high like that, and then back in again on the inside. We want to build 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's on the deck level like that. So it's 8 in like that, and then the side we want 10 back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 like that. And then what we want to do then is increase that to 3 high all the way, or basically the 10 and the 8, build that to 3 high. So build the first half, so that's 3 high there, and then the other bit there, so that's 3 high there, and then we do the same the other side. So go back to the other side, so the side panel will be 3, so 1, 2, 3, and then build that to 3 high, or 4 high, the same height as the front wall basically. And then the side going inwards, we want, what was it, we wanted 8 inwards, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 10 back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then build them to 3 high, like so, and the other bit there, and there we go. So that's that section done there, and then you can join the back wall together across the back, so this will be 3 high as well. Like so, and there we go, there's the back wall done. And I'm just going to work out what I'm doing, bear with me. Alright, so that's that bit done. So what we're going to do now is go back to the side, and we just added this line of 3 across the top. Well, this on the side here. So we've got the line across the front of the windows, and on the side it goes 3, okay? So from that 3 along the top, we're going to extend that back to 15. So that's 3 already. So I want 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 like that. So it's 15 in total. And then we want to build inwards. We want inwards 3. So go in 1, 2, 3. And now curving forward we want 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we want 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's after the 9. Put a colour block. That should be the centre. So there we are. So it's that's that bit there. So we go back to the other side and do the same. So you've got the line of 3 already. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, like so. And then inwards 3, 1, 2, 3. Curving forward we want 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there we go, that connects to the back wall and the centre line like that. And there we go. That is the overhang of what will be the bow deck house. And what you want to do now is just to add the deck. So the deck will sit on top of the inside walls and along the top line of the white on the front, like so. So you can start filling in all the deck like so, and this will go all the way around inside that space. So once again, I shall stand on this point here and use the fill tool, wherever it is, there it is, and fill it all in with wood, and it should, in theory, look something like that. So that's the bottom of our tower, and it don't look too bad. And on the inside here, you can start adding doors and windows. I'll do that later on because I can't be bothered right now. I have added the doors and windows to the inside now, on the inside walls here, which we built earlier. So I've added all the doors and windows there, and that don't look too bad. But the doors and windows here you can start adding now if you want to. So bear with me a second while I just work out what to do next. So what we want now is to build the inside deck house, or the top deck house for this deck. Go to the centre block on the front, which is this block here, and I'll put a colour block there so I know that it's the centre, because the centre block is all the way down there now. You've got to look all the way down there for the centre. So once again, we'll go from the centre block, and on the wood we'll count back to the third block. So 1, 2, 3, and we'll put a centre block there. Kind of wishes I haven't done that one now, but never mind. So there's the centre block there. So it's 2 blocks, third block back on the deck, and then we want to build this wall 9 wide. So that's 4 either side. So 1, 2, 3, 4 that way. 1, 2, 3, 4 that way, and then at the end of the 9, sorry, we want 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the sides are 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Same the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like that, and then join them across the back. Join them together. So it's a sort of a D-shaped building, or a square basically, with a little ridge on it, and then increase those walls all the way around to 3 blocks high. So this will be a supporting deck house for a deck above. So I'll just get this out of the way. So I'll say build it 3 high all the way around, and across the back. And then when we come to add the top, we're going to add the bridge wings to the top. So there we go. There's the first phase of this deck house done. And then what we're going to do then is go back to the front. I think it's the front. And then we're going to add 3 wood blocks. So 1 on the centre of the front like that, and then 2 forward like that. So it's 3 blocks in total, and then a centre block. And then we're going to build this wall from here. We're going to build that 15 wide, so we want 7 either side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that way, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that way. And at the end of the 7s we want to build 2 more 7s curving outwards. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that bridge wing goes over the side by 2 blocks like so. And then at the end of the 7 we want to build back 3, 1, 2, 3, and then inwards 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 6, 1. Now I'm trying to work out how this goes. So it's in 4, and then 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2, 1, 2, and then back 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then in 8. I think that's right, isn't it? Let me just go to the prototype a second. I want to make sure I do this right, because I know I am going to screw things up. So it was in 4, 6, 2, and then 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What did I put? 9. It should be 8. Okay, go back again. Tra-la-la, tra-la-la. So go back to the sides. The sides were 3, and then you go in 4, 6, 2, and then you go back 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, not 9. So at the end of the 9, end of the 8, sorry, then we want to build 8 inwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus a centre block, and there we go. There's the side there. So do the same on the other side, and hopefully do it right. So from the end of the 15, we want 2 rows of 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 3 back. 1, 2, 3. Inwards 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2, 1, 2, and then 8 back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 8 inwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like so. And there we go, there's the bridge wings all laid out. And then what you need to do then is go on the inside of the bridge wings and fill it all in with wood, like so, all the way around the inside of this top deck house now. So once again, I should use the fill tool, and that should fill in. That has, and it should look something like that. And it don't look too bad, do it? Not brilliant, not perfect, but it will do. And that's that. So what I'm going to do now is I'll do a quick jump cut while I work out what to do next, and then we can move on. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. So on to the next phase. What we need to do now is add a wall around the edge of all the deck house at the top here, or the deck basically. So add a wall from the centre all the way around the edge. It's the same process as pretty much the deck below. So just add this all the way around, like so, and all the way around the back to the other side, and then up the other side, like so. Tra-la-la-la-dee-dee-dee. And there we go. So there we are. That's that little job done there. And then what we want to do now is to add the shipped wheelhouse. And the shipped wheelhouse has 5 windows on the front. So start at the front end and we'll put a window in the middle like so. And then you want 2 either side like so. So you'll have 5 windows in total like that. There's your deck house. And then add the pillars in between like so, and the pillars at the end like that. And then for the pillars at the side, well, the pillars at the end, you're going to build the side walls. So on the deck we're going to build the side walls. I want the sides to be 12, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, damn it, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Same the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Join them together across the back, like so, and then increase them to 3 high all the way around, so the same height as the front windows basically, all the way around. Same the other side. And then across the back. And there we go, there's the deck house laid out. And then what we need to do now is go back to the front wall, well, the front windows basically, and then add a wall, or add a centre block. So I'll add a white centre block, and then we're going to build a wall, and these are going to be the tops of the bridge wings as well. So these are going to be 15 wide, so that's centre block plus 7 each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7 that way, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that way. And then after that we want 2 rows of 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the sides we want 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we go back inwards 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that will connect to the ship's, the foundations of the ship's deck house. And then we do the same on the other side, so it's out 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then back 3, 1, 2, 3, and then in 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. And then from the back end of the 6 we're going to add a line along the top of the deck house all the way around to the other side and the row of 6 that side. And there we go, so that's increase the wall, increase the deck house to 4 high in that area there. And then on the inside of the bridge wings, the same as below, just add the deck on the inside like so, filling in the whole area like so. So just carry on doing that all the way around. I shall stand on this block here and use the fill tool, and this should fill in pretty quick, and it has, and it should look something like that. So there we are, there's the tops of the bridge wings done. And then what we need to do now is go back to the ends of the bridge wings on the outside. So we're on the underside in the middle here. So go from the third block, go from the ends like so, so the end corner block there, and then go in 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3 like that. And then we'll add a pillar, leave a gap, and then add a pillar, and then add a window in the middle like that. So it creates a little thing like that, and then do the same on the back as well. So 2 pillars like that, and a window in the middle. Don't know why that is, but that is how it is on the prototype. I'm just going to look on the prototype a second to get an idea on what it does, and I think that's fine. So there's a window there, and I'll do the same on the other side. So third block in, pillar, pillar, window. Same on the other side, pillar, pillar, window, like that. And there you go, there's your windows. And it don't look too bad. And then what we want to do now is go down to the deck below, and we're going to add a wall around the deck down there, but only across the front basically. So add a wall across the front of the deck below, like that, across the 15, and then across the 17s as well, along that. Across the 7s rather, not the 17s, but the 7s like that. And then go about 4 on the side, so 1, 2, 3, 4 like that on the side. And do the same on the other side, so along the 7s, like so, and then the other 7, and then 4 on the side, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. And there we go. And then what you need to do then is to add a pillar which is 2 blocks high, so 1, 2 like that, from the wall below to the support, to support the bridge wing above. So it's going to be 4 long and then 2 high like that. So you can see it's 4 thickness and 2 high, and then in the corner here add stairs upside down to create a bit of a curve, and then get your quartz slabs and add the slabs underneath the end of the bridge wing like so, just to give it a bit more girth if you like. And then we can do the same the other side, so end of the deck house underneath the bridge wing, so add 4 and then 4 again, so it creates the thickness like that, and then 4 stairs underneath, and then 4 slabs connecting to that, and there you go, there's the bridge wing sides like so. Marvellous, beautiful, brilliant. There we go, that's our little job done there. So just bear with me a second while I work out what to do next. Right, so what we can do now is to add a bit more detail. So in the space in here below the bridge wings, we're going to add some pillars. So we're going to get our end rods again, and get our end rods. And what we're going to do, we're going to add 4 pillars. So don't bother putting a pillar on the centre, put one to the side like that. So 2 blocks to the side of the centre block, put two pillars like that. So 2 pillars there, and then you leave another 4 block gap, 4 blocks, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th block add another pillar. So same the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out, add a pillar like that, and there you go. So there's your 4 pillars. Can't really see, but there's your 4 pillars across the front like so. And then what we want to do now is go to the back end of the just trying to work out actually how this goes. I think there's some stairs to go somewhere, I just can't remember where. Just fly over to the prototype. I think they go from the top of the bridge wheelhouse. Yeah, so what we'll do, we'll add some stairs. So from the top of the ship's wheelhouse, where the bridge wing reattaches to the top of the wheelhouse, we're going to add stairs. So we'll remove this block here where it reattaches to the deck house. So there's your bridge wing going out, and remove this block here, like so. And then we'll get our stairs, our wood stairs, and then we're going to build the stairs 1 block thick going down to the deck below like so, and then add the blocks underneath for support, and then the banisters 2 up, 2 up, 2 up like that, and there's your staircase there. And then 1 more the other side, remove that block there, and then we add our stairs there, 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 and there, and then the supports underneath, and then our banisters 2 up, 2 up, 2 up like that. And there we go, so that's our little job done there. And then the last job for the top of this deck house is to add handrails all the way around the edge. So we'll get our iron bars, and we'll put handrails all the way around the edge of the top of the bridge wheelhouse and bridge wings all the way around, front, back and sides, and everything should all look wonderful. That's the theory at least anyway. Do 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 do. And there we go, there's the bridge wing handrails added there, and that's what I'm going to do for today. You can... Any noisy motorbikes. Right, just going to point out, you can start adding the doors or windows to the deck houses in here. Like I say, we've built them so you can start decorating them up with deck houses and doors and windows and things. So the 2 deck houses will be fine. Also the deck house in here, you can start filling in doors and windows. this open area here will be fixed, well not fixed, but it will be decorated out later on as well. We've got to add some pillars to this area, so we'll sort that out later on as well. And I think that's pretty much all we can do. So for that's part 3 done. So for part 4, we've got another deck house to go on, which will support the ship's funnel, and then we can start adding the deck houses on the stern as well. So I think there's 4 deck houses on the stern, I believe. Three little ones in the deck house on the stern docking bridge, so that needs to be sorted out. So that would be for part 4, and also we'll start the decorations as well, like masts and vents and things like that. So everything should work out okay. But what we have so far, we've definitely got a ship on the go, and it don't look too bad. So we're going to call it a day there. And like I say, for part 4, we'll start doing all the little bits, and everything should look okay in theory. So we'll call it a day now. So this is Rich signing off, logging off and disappearing, leaving part 3, and we shall return in part 4. So hopefully, yeah, bye for now.